we find that the Jews are attacked by Amalek, an arch enemy. The Torah describes that Moses lifted up his hands, and when his hands were up, the Jews were victorious. But then his hands got heavy, and the Amalekites became victorious. So Moses sat on a rock, and Aaron and Hur, his nephew, held his hands up, and indeed the Jews were able to vanquish the Amalekites. What's the hand business got to do with anything? The Jews were a much stronger nation and had God on their side. God promised, I'm going to fight your battles for you. So what's the hands business deal? Moshe was the embodiment of divine severity. I said the relationship between Aaron and Moses. Aaron was Mr. Kindness, and Moshe was Mr. Severity. As is the case with the Levites and the Kohanim, as described throughout Chassidus. Moshe wanted to establish a greater balance of kindness by lifting up out of himself, picking up his hands, trying to go out of his limitations. But it was difficult because kindness and severity are in equilibrium. By himself, he couldn't do it. He needed the help of Aaron, who was Mr. Kindness, and Hur, to a lesser degree the same thing. And when they were able to prop up his arms, he was able to draw down a higher level of divine kindness which benefited the Jewish people. We are also in a state of equilibrium, a balance between kindness and strictness. We are able, though, to tap into higher levels of divine kindness, not by lifting up our hands, but lifting up our persona, by doing things more than is called upon us. The portion of Beshalach is usually read the Shabbos after Yud Shvat, the yahrzeit, the passing of the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. In the last discourse handed out, one of the main points that the previous Rebbe emphasized was the idea of shtus de kedusha, doing things that don't make sense, that are beyond logic in serving God, going beyond normal, going beyond what makes sense, and making a better world. That's how we tap into this divine kindness and make the world a dwelling place for God. For the YouParsha, I'm Herschel Finman.